Hello, IWC fans. We are at the post-show for IWC Ignition. We are tearing down right now here at the Court Time Sports Complex. Benjamin C. Steele, what a phenomenal night. We saw such amazing action, and a lot of the 21st anniversary, which will be on March 19th, is starting to come into focus. We're starting to see where the title situation and the title picture is going to be at that time. But, I mean, before we get to that, Ignition was out of this world.
Yeah, you know, we had title matches. We saw the main event being the main event, not literally, but being the main event that you know. We saw John McChesney return. What an unbelievable, especially the ending of that. Speaking of endings, let's talk about the ending, beginning, and middle of Eddie Knox and R.C. Dupree.
One of the most brutal matches, one of the few times that I've ever seen Bulk Nasty on his heels. I mean, we saw Bulk Nasty bleed, which you almost never see. And, you know, if you want to know how that happened, if you want to know exactly what down, you are going to have to see it on the IWC Network. Ignition will be available on the IWC Network very shortly. It will be on Fite TV next week, but you've got to see this action. In addition to that, as you mentioned, the main event, the tag team title scene is starting to heat up here in IWC. But in addition to the tag team title scene, the women's title scene is starting to heat up here. And we have seen not only the current champion, Ashley D'Amboise, we have also seen Katie Arquette. We've seen Ella Shea. We found out that on March 19th, we will see the return of Queen Aminata. I mean, what's going on with the women's title?
Well, hey, Ella Shea did not get pinned. So she has been kind of thrown a curveball or two. Interesting to see how she handles that. You know, another thing that's going to be coming to fruition on March 19th is going to be Bill Collier and Spencer Slade. Justin Plummer announced it. It's going to be 2 out of 3 falls. You want to know what led to that? You want to know how they interacted? You got to see it on Fite TV, the IWC Network, $9.99, IWCWrestling.com, by the way.
That feud has been going on for so many months, and I think it is finally going to draw to a close at the 21st anniversary show. But in addition to the 21st anniversary show, we've got to talk about April 30th. The Hardy Boys will be in the house and in the ring. The Hardy Boys will be in action at Superstar Showdown 2, but we don't know who their opponents are yet. There's so many great tag teams. We mentioned the main event. You know, the Rad Boys were here tonight. You know, Money Shot's got to be in contention as well. I mean, what's going to happen when the Hardy Boys show up back to IWC?
Well, you know, Northeast Wrestling obviously going to have some meetings alongside Justin Plummer. Justin Plummer made a lot of decisions here. Also want to talk about the high-stakes title real quick. Alexander Apollo continues to challenge himself, and I personally think Argos did that for him in this matchup. Interested to see that. You know where to go. Fite TV, IWC Network. They'll hear you. They'll hear me. They're going to hear a lot of stuff. We'll be seeing on April 30th. The artist formerly known as Fandango will be in the house. We got a lot of stuff. And, you know, there's a lot of ways you can check it out. You can get the information on IWCWrestling.com for the IWC Network. You can go to Fite TV, IWC_Wrestling on Instagram, IWC Wrestling on Twitter, on MySpace. Well, they're not on MySpace, but you know, you can hit us up on AIM as well. You want to check out the IWC Wrestling action. There's 2 ways to do it, Fite TV or the IWC Network. If you missed it here, you don't have to miss the action. You can check it out only in IWC.
We said that IWC is a launch pad. Ignition was exactly that. We might see an incredible launching of new talent as we go into the spring. Thank you for your watching. Thank you for all of your support, and we will see you next time.